Hi, I'm Kelgore, and this is Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree in 24 minutes. It's been a year or so since I last played, but I hear the DLC is super easy, so I'm sure we'll be fine. We meet a little letter who explains that touching the beef jerky arm of Metyr, aka Cocoon Boy, will send us to the Shadow Realm, so of course we're all over that. Being banished to the Shadow Realm is usually a bad thing, but it's so damn pretty here, so how bad can it really be? What is the Shadow Realm, you ask? Looking around, we greet the local wildlife, long boys with tiny little baby arms included. We visit the local mausoleum for an easy boss fight to shake off the rust. Okay, so there's a lot of rust. Sorry, I mean, easy, first time, I'll just make sure to edit the deaths out. We kill a guard and steal a blessing from the nearby church, which TLDR makes the DLC easier, making it an item for filthy casuals. Using the blessing, we find a hulking walking tea light, which to my surprise was resistant to fire. In fact, it's pretty resistant to dying in general. I sure hope there are more of these. We spot a glowing symbol and make some new friends. This guy isn't a big fan of the Erdtree or us by extension, but we're cool for now and get a free map. The glowing symbol turns out to be a cross where Cocoon Boy has discarded a part of himself, forming a trail for us to follow. Standard Elden Ring stuff. Another cross, more friends from all walks of life it seems. We have an Erdtree hater, a soldier of Radahn, and now the elderly. Also, there's more. I mean, there is more, but that's actually his name.
I like finding things.
He's an absolute sweetie and must be protected at all costs. Ascending the stairs, we open the door and... Alright guys, that's the end of my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hitting up our first major location, we explore, fight new foes, bully new foes, get bullied by new foes. Oh look, it's boss time already. Well, it's only the first one. How bad can it really be? I am so close! And then a couple of deaths or so later, oh, I beat him! Yes! Yes! Unfortunately for us, it seems that we're not welcome here, though we do find a little love letter from Little Edda. Gate of Divinity, sealed by Shadow, Cocoon Boy's destination, follow the crosses. This is a terrible love letter. Giant lightning goats are adorable, and I want one, though property damage could be an issue. Being a FromSoft game, long bridges in front of castle can only mean one thing. There it is. A big fella to guard a big castle, though maybe they should have hired a second one. Exploring the keep, we find the weapon of a true gentleman. Yes, more bullying. These Black Knights are a lot less scary now as well, and just like that, it's time for Big Boss number 2. That's not concerning at all, though it can't be as bad as the first one. Over the first batch of attempts, I'd noticed that there was rarely, if ever, a large enough window for multiple attacks without getting punished. In retrospect, I should have done this for the first boss too, the gear change quickly showing its worth. Wait, where's your second stage? Huh? I got you? Come on. Yes. Yes! Yeah! 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. The Shadow Realm continues to show off, this time in dehydrated piss color, or yellow. Another cross with a pair of familiar faces. Little Edda acknowledges the unlikely team-up, accrediting this to the charm of Cocoon Boy. Another free map and a mystery portal taking us to see the Birdman. Silly bird. A keep filled to the brim with explodey barrels means plenty of fun for us, until it doesn't. Imagine missing a backstab on a stationary enemy. A surprise boss fight with the, Frog Knight, who promptly smashes our face in way too many times for me to be okay with. Catacombs with spiky, pointy, crushy ceiling traps, though far more dangerous to ride if you'd like to keep your stomach contents as stomach contents. Death Knights make for some pretty fun side boss encounters. There's also forges now, which are like catacombs, but no boss. They look pretty cool though, or hot, I guess. Poisonous bogs in a FromSoft game? Absolute insanity. And now introducing bullying, boss edition. Another walking tea light, but it spits tracking fireballs now. Thanks, I hate it. Free stuff from a half-buried shrimp man who I promptly unbury and rebury. I have no idea why I did this, and I feel bad. The L's keep coming as I have a realization. Wait, I'm dumb. After more than 15 entire hours of gameplay, I remembered that map locations are quite literally shown on the map. We will never talk about this ever again. We are not discussing this. Oh my god, I've been playing without a map for that long. Are you fucking kidding me? Another memory to repress and another friend.
Well, I'm not much good at anything as a whole.
I can relate. Yet another friend who appears to be having a good time.
My arms, my legs, each lies a bloody ruin.
Okay. A drake in a cave who isn't too keen on visitors, no idea why. A rather dramatic method of entry to the next boss. With an entrance like that and half my Estus left, I was anticipating a rather tough battle. Turns out the, Dragon Man was gatekeeping Dragon Mountain, but we'll get back to that one later. We come across an undead dragon slaughtering some of the local rabble, who 100% deserve it, just to be clear, as they're much more concerned with our tarnished selves than the hulking monstrosity trying to crush them to death. Very worth it, however, as it gives us the upgrade material we'd been sorely lacking. Being a bloke, last I checked, means to be unexplainably drawn to holes, so of course we immediately make that priority number 1. Ghost Flame Dragon number 2, though much easier this time for some unknown reason. Surprise crossover episode with Yoda in the middle of the woods. Sorry, Mr. Star Wars. Long boys, but they explode now. This boss returns from the base game, still as sturdy as ever, I see. The hands also return. 0 out of 10 worst DLC ever. Seriously, what the hell? Sorry for the strong language. Were they even thinking? Worse still, there's even an area completely dedicated to the fuckers. I hate everything about it. Now, we could explore the Land of Fingers, but whole. Sadly, our path is obstructed by Cocoon Boy, so we'll have to come back later. We find a holy hanging finger, sorry if you have trypophobia, and this nearby fella, we'll call him Dave, who mentions the hanging bell. I'd have called it a flute or an abomination, but sure, it's a bell. Either way, that's a couple of things for the to-do list. One sinkhole village takes us down and through to a less sinkhole village. One tooth wait, what the fuck? Yeah, that's one of the more repulsive weapons I've ever seen. The sound of story progress fills the air, accompanied by a couple of potentially important messages. A great rune and charm has just been broken, reminding me of a prior conversation with Little Edda. Spying a church and heading inside, honestly, I was expecting a boss fight. Instead, we meet this friendly chap by the name of Ymir, who hands us a special necklace. I wonder what that's for. Blowing on the finger hole, didn't think I'd be saying that today, rewards us with a talisman. I'm not one to look a finger hole in the mouth, though I was expecting something a little more interesting to happen, I won't lie. Ymir is thrilled, however, rewarding us with another ruin map and... Cheers, Ymir. The local jails have meatballs on legs, which are very, very cursed and definitely belong here. Also, this spooky danger wall, which I don't recommend touching. Surprise cave Erdtree leading to a less surprising poison bog. One wellspring into another, where I reckon I found the location of both this painting and this one, though I don't think I can access this one just yet. More wellsprings, more secret paths, more loot I'll never use. A rather unique bridge and a dank little wolf cave, which turns out to be the blood ritual site for oversized mole rat trolls. Of course. How didn't I see that one coming? Quick check-in with Team Cocoon Boy. Mr. Erdtree's Bad talks about Miquella's goal for godhood and the removal of such from Marika and the Shiny Tree. Little Edda mentions rooting out the undeserving. A little fanatical there, Edda, but okay. I'm able to make a suggestion on that front, but I'll do the rounds first. The Red Mane lass plans to hit out on her own, looking into a vow between Cocoon Boy and Radahn. Our elderly gentleman here once attempted to have Cocoon Boy remove a charm on his lord Mr. Moog, only to become charmed himself. Suffice to say, he's not a big fan. My boy Moore is down in the dumps, so of course we'll do anything in our power to help out.
Of the forager brute was killed.
Oh.
This thing is a tragedy.
Who could have done this? Unavoidable tragedies aside, he asks us to pass on a jar of goop to our boy Tiolier. FromSoft's really testing my ability to pronounce names correctly. Though it looks like we've got a problem.
Haunted by memories of St. Trina, her visage, her sadness.
He's a simp. Worse still, a simp with a knack for poison, every streamer's worst nightmare. We arm him with even more poison, but that's fine, because we'll head back to Little Edda and suggest our simping menace.
All sense will be eliminated.
Well, shit. I attempt to sneak up on Big Blue Bear's jacked up cousin, which they strongly disagree with. These Blight Death statues make me want to Blight Death IRL. The slime pit from earlier is open now and far prettier on the inside. We make some new sleepy snoozy friends, so there's no time to linger as there's the inevitable boss pit just waiting for us. And with that, it's slime time. With Slime Boy down, it was time to see what he was guarding. Behold, Plant Girl!
Wow.
Also known as Saint Trina or Cocoon Boy's discarded half, it's a long story. Of course, we immediately docks Plant Girl where Simpier makes himself at home. He's literally dying to hear her voice, though there's one glaring issue. He's a side character. And damn it, if anyone's going to be hearing any voices around here, then it's us. Being spoken to by Plant Girl caught me by surprise, so we go for round 2 and 3. Long story short, Plant Girl thinks Cocoon Boy's quest for godhood is a bad play and wants us to free him via murder, which is how we usually solve our problems anyway. Telling a simp that their victim spoke to you and not them sounds like a terrible idea. So I give it a go.
You're not to lie to me.
We can do it a second time, but I'll hold off for now because it's time for Dragon Mountain. Slapping one of the locals to death, we chat up another, whom we'll call Barbara. Barbara here wants us to consume dragon essence, but you know what they say about accepting dragon essence from strangers. Eating the yummy essence grants us a super useful blessing, probably maybe, I don't know, I never used it. There's a domestic dispute occurring nearby, which we domestically diffuse. We bump into the silly Lazybones, who gives us the finger, his finger, to summon him against Big Bad Bayle. Spying yet another dragon, who'd have thought the Dragon Mountain would have so many. Regardless, they're squatting on our path through, so it's time for a little eviction. Our little warm-up over, it was time for the main event. I did my best to find Lazybones' summon sign, though it apparently doesn't even show up until Bayle's fight is triggered. Oh well, we tried. Sick entrance. Also that guy's summon sign, right here, meaning I'd practically walked over it several times without ever realizing. Wait, he's down? Damn it. Oh, this is bad. Oh, he's down again? Yes! With Big Bad Bayle out of the way, I rush to share the glorious news with my new friends, but as usual, they're all dead. Some of the walking tea lights have impenetrable booties on with raised platforms nearby. After trialing many projectiles, the solution was more fire. Honestly, didn't see that one coming. And then 30 minutes later, I find a note literally giving me the answer. Of course. Setting foot in the Shadow Keep for the first time, we find a hippo. A porcupine hippo. Well then, one confused hippo down, I find summon signs for Little Ledder and Mr. Down with Shiny Trees, where it looks like I have a tough choice to make. Maybe I was the simp all along. We ride the Coffin Express down to the Tea Light Golem graveyard, well mostly, though we quickly resolve that. We even get to experience the joy of creating life only to take it away again. A pretty little garden with an altar transforming our bad sword into a rad sword. Leaving one kind of graveyard for another kind of graveyard which somehow leads straight out into another graveyard, though this one has a boss in it. A very greedy play nearly costs us our life, though fortunately for us he's allergic to lava. Enter the Abyssal Woods. Well, that's a little concerning. And that. Especially that one. Well, I can't not test that now, can I?
Your little pussy belongs to me.
Never mind. Okay, fair enough. A rather interesting congregation and a creepy manor, what could go wrong? Yeah, that'll do it. One eye of Sauron on legs put down, and it's back to the Shadowkeep. The old timer's here with concerns, as it would seem that Cocoon Boy has partaken in a little body snatching. The Red Mane Lass is also here for a little late night reading on that vow. Looting a scroll and passing it on to Grandpa tells us that Mikula plans to use Mr. Moog's corpse as a vessel for the soul of another, which Grandpa no likey. A potentially tough foe bars our way, though I guess we'll never know. Well, looks like it's boss time already.
Hello?
Every once in a while, a boss gives off those "I'm going to repeatedly stamp your nuts in until you cry" vibes. He was currently giving me those vibes. I don't like where this is going. Well now, that can't be good. Though on the bright side, he just saved a ton of money on optician appointments. Yes! One silly snake boy down, easy by the way. It was time for somewhere a little cooler, though it looks like somebody forgot and left the tap on. We drain the water, though I doubt it'll do much for the local market value. Elevator Eternal takes us all the way back up to the specimen storehouse, where another takes us all the way back down again. Using the previously found O Mother emote at random Marika statues finally pays off, revealing a hidden path which I'll sling onto my to-do list. Back at the water district, I am shocked to find yet another long elevator. Elevator enjoyers are eating good with this one. Well, I know a boss when I see one, though I'll skip the deaths as there were only 2, which even then feels like a skill issue. My daily quota of gardening already finished, we immediately bump into yet another boss, though he looks like small fry. A guy on a mount sporting heavy armor while utilizing gravity magic? Now where have we seen this before? With Radahn light down and not much else to see here, it's back to the hidden area from earlier. We're led down into yet more finger ruins, my favourite, before reaching yet another bell flute with yet another trinket, which, yet again, Ymir is very happy about. Also, he's made a new friend. Another map which looks strangely like the shape of the church we're currently stood in. Returning here at night to an unoccupied chair reveals a secret button with a secret basement. Me and Ymir are best buds now, so I'm sure he won't mind if we take a peek? Well, never mind then. After politely discussing our differences, it was time for the third and final bell, which I very quickly regret. Where do I leave? Despite being absolutely woman-handled that entire fight, Mother Metyr had met her end. Ymir and co are a tad upset about the whole finger murder thing, attempting to murder us in response. Congratulations to Ymir on their promotion, sorry it didn't work out. After a frighteningly close encounter with a snake, it was time for a cheeky bit of arson. Our victim looming just ahead. The local tunnels clearly need some arson as well. Divine Beast number 2, but in Blight Death flavour this time. A spooky ghost bridge with another altar like the one before, transforming our rad sword into a can't wait to show it to my dad's sword. The Scarlet Rot makes a surprise appearance, boss included, though considering that the confused hippo was a bigger challenge, she isn't getting much screen time. With arson achieved, the shadow recedes, and hey, that place looks fucking awesome. Structural issues aside, if I ever build a city, I know who I'm asking for design tips. Well, mostly. Mini divine beasts with some familiar moves and new ones. These feckers make me sad to be bad, and of course there's plenty of hidden loot. Nearing the top we bump into a familiar face. Though Little Ledda and her allies aren't about to just let us pass, and of course we can't have an NPC battle royale without Grandpa. I don't like the vagueness of that second ally, but it can't be that bad. Fine. So be it. The loss of a dear friend was nearly more than I could bear. Sorry, that was really dumb. Free loot from these random corpses helps dull the pain. A quick chat with Grandpa about Mr. Moog's death, though he's fast on the uptake and is actually pretty chill about the whole thing. And with that, the final battle had arrived.
Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
Those pre-mentioned nut-stomping vibes, they're acting up again. Okay, fine, Grandpa can help too. Tish, get in here.
At your side, my lady.
Enough. Take it all. Every last shred of my dignity. You can have it all. Bleed build, check. Mimic tier, check. Grandpa, check. And then finally, 8.5 hours later, yes! Yes, I got him! Finally! With Radahn finally down and a shortcut scene showing not a whole lot, that just about does it for Shadow of the Erdtree.
Make the world a gentler place.
I'll put my death stats on screen in case you're interested, otherwise thanks for watching, subscribe if you'd like, and I hope to catch you in the next one.